here for the podcast. We're talking Auburn football. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I am your host, Kennard Vernon Stewart, and as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. All right, so as we look over the 2020 recruiting class, there were a lot of pretty good players on this particular class. I would say if I were to coin my most anticipated player, I would say Wesley Steiner. Wesley Steiner out of Houston County. Now, it's spelled Houston, but when you start talking about the middle Georgia, South Georgia area, stuff starts to get a little tricky as far as pronunciation. So Houston County is actually what some people would consider Houston County. All right. That's the Warner Robins area, Warner Robins Air Force Base. A lot of good things happening around there. Kind of like with Albany. I say Albany, but the locals say Albany. Okay, so you just have to be real conscious of the pronunciation because you don't want to offend anybody. But anyway, Wesley Steiner, I think probably one of the most, not necessarily unsung, but I think he's probably lower rated than he should be. Because when you have a guy that's prolific as a running back and prolific as a linebacker, they usually get kind of stuck as to which one he's better at. Now, Auburn, in their recruiting efforts, decided that he was much better. Well, not maybe much better, but he was a better fit at the Power 5 level as an inside linebacker. But he was a great running back, though. Really good running back. Probably could suit up for Auburn and actually be a running back, but seems like his skill set long-term, kind of like Noah Igbenogany, was an okay receiver, but his skill set long-term fit more towards the defensive side of the football field, and we all see how that worked out. Why am I really excited about Wesley Steiner? Well, for number one, he's an incredible athlete. Anybody who can actually run for 1,000 yards and be dominant on the defensive side of the football field, at least dominant enough to catch the attention of several Power 5 schools to play at an inside linebacker position, this is a guy that I really want to see. This is the ultimate athlete, if you will. This is not a guy that, say, plays cornerback and returns punts. No, he plays two very integral parts of the football field on both sides. He plays middle linebacker, meaning that he orchestrates the defense, and then he has the stamina enough to turn right back around and run the football every down as well. So that just shows the level of, as far as being in shape that Steiner is. And when you look at Auburn going into this season, there's a good chance. Yeah, the linebacker room is really full. You talk about guys like Romello Height from this 2020 recruiting class. Then you talk about Owen Papo, KJ Britt, Chandler Wooten, Zacoby McClain. The linebacker room really looks good. And to add a guy like Wesley Steiner, who's very athletic, who could really supply some very much needed quality depth to an already stout linebacker core. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all, Wesley Steiner is the guy that I'm looking most forward to. One thing I did notice, now when you have a guy that plays both sides of the football field, you have to think about it in this regard. When it says he who is everywhere is nowhere, multitasking is not always that great when it comes to taking things to the next level. I'm excited about the fact that he's going to be able to concentrate on one side of the football field. He's not going to have to concern himself with carrying the ball every down and then turning right back around and having to anchor the defense. I'm really interested to see how great he can be concentrating on one side of the football field. That's going to be one of the keys. Two is his interior athleticism. One thing I did notice, though, in the Under Armour game, he had a few misreads and overran a couple of plays, but he's really good. I think once you kind of hone those skills and kind of bring those skills back home, you can actually get a very good linebacker out of Wesley Steiner. Really look forward to seeing this because he's so physical. He's so quick. He's uncharacteristically quick. Especially at the linebacker position. Something that Auburn has definitely wanted to upgrade on is the speed of the linebacker position because I used to get beat on the edge real bad, especially that 2018 season. Look forward to seeing Wesley Steiner, as I also am looking forward to seeing a lot more of you subscribe to my channel. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. I am your host, Kennard Vernon Stewart, here for the podcast. Auburn football is always great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.